US Supreme Court building headlines reading Judicial Ethics in the Spotlight and Congress pushes for accountability. The highest court in the land is now at the center of a heated political battle. For the first time in decades, the US Senate is seriously considering legislation that would impose binding ethics and transparency rules on Supreme Court justice. Bill titled Supreme Court Ethics, Recusal and Transparency Act of 2025. After months of controversy over luxury trips, undisclosed gifts, and potential conflicts of interest involving multiple justice, lawmakers on both sides of the aisles are now debating how and whether to hold the Supreme Court accountable. Senator Sheldon White House speaking that every federal judge follows a code of ethics, expects the 9 justices of the Supreme Court that must change. The proposed legislation would require the court to adopt a formal, enforceable ethics code, publicly disclose gifts, travel, and financial relationship over a set threshold, create clear rules on results for case involving personal for financial conflicts, and publish annual transparency reports accessible to the public. Ethics complements lavish travel photos, luxury resorts images tied to recent reports. Several recent exposes have revealed the justice, both conservatives and liberal, have expected expensive gifts, real estate deals, and private jet travel from political donors or longtime friends with interests before the court. This is saying that this relationship have triggered public outcry and renewed questions about whether Supreme Court justices are truly impartial. A recent poll showed that 71% of Americans support ethics reform from the Supreme Court, including a majority of Republicans, Democrats, and independents. Despite that support, the path forward is rocky. Republicans have largely criticized the bill as a political attack on conservative justice, particularly after reports centered on Justice Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito. GOP senators say that this is about intimidation, not ethics. The left did not care about court transparency until they lost control of it. Democrats, on the other hand, argue that the bill is about restoring public trust in the court, which has hit a historic low. Senate Judiciary Committee hearing, public trust in the Supreme Court declining trend since 2022. So what happens next? The bill passed the Senate Judiciary Committee but now faces an uphill battle in the full Senate, where a 60-vote threshold will require bipartisan support to overcome a filibuster. Meanwhile, Chief Justice John Roberts has resisted congressional oversight, insisting that their court can handle ethics initially. Chief Justice Roberts from past statement, "We are fully capable of policing ourselves. The integrity of the court depends on the character of the members." Critics argue that no longer enough, especially in the era of where public confidence in institutions is already under pressure. Justice entering court capital hearings, protest signs reading "No one above the law," with the court deciding cases that impact everything from abortion to climate to presidential power. The question is not just about ethics. It's about whether Americans' powerful judges should live by the same standards as everyone else. Should Congress impose ethics rules on the Supreme Court? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe for more updates on law, policy, and the future of the courts.